Trigger alert. Trigger alert. Anyway, y'all, it's because I'm a Fury here. And I gotta make this video for certain Resident Evil fans out there. You might not like this one. And I have to say, even now, with Vlllage said and done, successful game, much better game than Resident Evil 7 in my opinion. I have to say, even now that we know the gist of why events in Resident Evil 7 happened, I am still pissed off at this game, and I'm talking about Vlllage. And it's two characters that stick out that really upset me. And it's the fact that Mia, once again, lying her ass off and not telling a complete truth to Ethan. She knew Ethan was completely molded this whole time. And then let's talk about Chris. Chris has shown y'all in Resident Evil Vendetta, which is canon to the Resident Evil storyline, that he is a selfish asshole. Yes, I said it. Look how he comes and he presses Leon to, quote unquote, do the right thing. And then it took them almost getting shot and killed by Arias's men to say, look, Leon, I need you, man. You should have came to him like that from the beginning. You came to him the same way you were treating Ethan Winters in Resident Evil Village. Am I crazy for thinking that? I'm sorry. Chris, I didn't say anything because I knew you would want to fight. You knew the whole time. You let a man watch what he thought was his wife get shot to death by you, a man that he trusted. And you gave him no answers. Nothing at all. And I'm supposed to be all right with the storyline. And that's why I've said there's certain parts of the pacing and certain parts of the story I did not like. And yeah, come on now. Come on. We've known since Resident Evil 7 that Ethan was different. There's nobody else in that game that you played as that can reattach limbs, whose hand went back on and it was like it never happened. Nobody else in that game. And then, oh yeah, let's go back to Resident Evil 7. And I want to talk about that storyline. You telling me you looking for cures for Mia and you're looking for cures for Zoe, and you're not sitting there wondering how you put your leg back on when Jack Baker chopped it off, or when Mia cut your hand off and is back on. Like, that doesn't strike you that you might be different. So when Evelyn came to you in Resident Evil Village and told you all these things about yourself, you had a hard time believing it, Ethan. Like, seriously. And you wonder why I shitted on the storyline of Resident Evil 7. We all knew Ethan was affected, and he was so oblivious to the whole situation, and Mia just played along. That was one of my major issues I had with the storyline of Resident Evil 7. The ending made no sense. If you want to call it, Ethan's ending made no sense. Then it gets more ridiculous, right? It gets more ridiculous because then Uncle Joe shows up and he finds the power glove. He uses voodoo dolls, but then again, once again, now looking at the events of Resident Evil 8 Village, and you realize, all right, it straddles that line of supernatural versus science. It straddles that line. So now you look back at the things in Resident Evil 7 and you like, oh, okay, no wonder stupid shit's happening. No wonder this is happening. No wonder mold, how Evelyn could do these things and why Evelyn came to be and what was the creation. It was all Miranda. It made sense of what Evelyn was. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. As it made sense for certain things that happened in Resident Evil 7, it still doesn't take away from the fact that Resident Evil 7 was very lackluster to me. To me. Lack of enemy variety. Big lack of enemy variety. You just was facing the same molded all the time. I get it. And people like, well, that's the rejects of everything. Well, we had rejects in Resident Evil Village. We had some who look kind of vampiric, like. And then we had different things. We had different versions of that variation, different types of lichen variations, more stronger, more wolf-like looking, more human-like looking. We had these techno versions of the vampiric ones that Heisenberg turned into his own creations. Yeah. Like, there was more variety of, see, there's good and bad things about it. But I have to say, overall, I think Village will stand out more. And it's because it took a formula from the past, Resident Evil 4, and it made it into something that incorporated into this current style of Resident Evil. Who knows what the future holds? We had fixed camera angles, we had over the shoulder, and now we have first person. Who knows what's gonna happen? Will it go back? Will it go? We don't know. But we'll see. I'm just saying, my biggest issues was the storyline of Resident Evil 7 and 8. But as from a gameplay perspective, I think 8 completely shits on 7 when it comes to gameplay. Because it gives you more variety. Gives you more attention. But maybe that's just me. Because I'm a Fury. I'm here and now I'm out. Peace.